and then single rock floating through. There's none of that nonsense.
Hey there, Nomads of Lore. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Sean.
And together we are Mead and Mischief, your home away from no home. And today we may know what we're doing.
Maybe.
So we'll see. We're going to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender live action teaser trailer from Netflix that just came out on Thursday or Friday of last week, something like that. We were going to get it to you earlier, like Saturday. We were going to try to do it, but then I came down with something and some crud and whatever. But I'm better now. Voice sounds kind of whatever, but we're going to get through it. So if you have not heard about Avatar: The Last Airbender, you should go watch the animated series because it's amazing. So go ahead and go do that. And then when you come back from that, we'll still be here waiting for you. Just kidding. And if you were unfortunate enough to watch the live action that was put out a while back for it, we're at least hoping that this will beat that bar. So
not a high bar.
So also we're going to watch this the whole way through, and we're going to talk while we're watching it. So if that is going to bother you and you want to watch this thing unfettered, we will leave the link in the description so you can go watch it, and then you can come back and listen to our discussion.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Time is a funny thing. The past,
Is that a destruction of an air temple already?
the future.
Yeah.
It
So
all
exciting.
gets mixed
Oh,
up.
wow. That boss thing say, probably.
Yep.
Zuko.
Hey.
The visuals are
Yep.
looking
There's
pretty
only
good.
one way
Spot on.
to keep it straight.
Yay! Suki.
They look good. That's the first time I've seen them.
Yep.
Did you see all those fire Asian images?
Yeah.
before?
Always remember who you are. There's Aang.
Maybe he won't be mopey this time. Wow.
All right. Visual effects look a million times better.
Yeah.
Like,
So
hey!
Appa,
Appa. So fun.
Momo. And neither one of them looks like a demonic whatever creature.
Hey, they got all the icons. That's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
That is cool. February 22nd.
Wow.
All right.
So definitely a teaser,
Yep.
and teaser more than a trailer, which it's called a teaser. So, what do you expect?
Of course.
But
Not going to get any story or anything out of it, but we got some
definitely got some
tidbits.
shots that are straight out of the show.
Yep.
And hopefully those shots will have the biggest thing with this adaptation is that's going to have to be different. The problem with the M. Night Shyamalan version was that it had zero soul from Last Airbender, none. And I mean there's a lot of issues with that film, but because it had some shots that were straight out of the thing, and so just because this basically I'm going a long way around to say just because it has shots that look just like the thing doesn't necessarily mean
it's going to be good.
But the fear still is, that the creators, the original creators or whatever that were involved are no longer involved. And so that's still a red flag, right? But
do you know what happened? I haven't kept up with all that, so I don't know.
I don't think there's any new news on is creative differences, I think, and whatever that means,
Okay.
And it looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks as you were saying, the visuals looked a lot better, when there's not a and then single rock floating through. There's none of that nonsense from the. I mean, I mean, when you're talking about, you know, it almost has to be good.
Yeah.
A little bit because everybody, including us, is going to be comparing it to that awfulness.
Yeah.
But, and I think some of the people, you know, and we haven't watched this, let us know in the comments below if you are a giant One Piece fan. We've not watched the show. I've watched part of episode 1, and I don't really know that the anime is for me. I think it might be something that I might enjoy better reading the manga, maybe. I don't know. But we've talked about looking at One Piece and watching it as people that are coming in blind. I was
taking a
inspired
different
by,
approach from where we were with Wheel of Time, instead of coming from the reader's perspective, the original perspective.
Yes, just coming in new. So if you didn't be interested in that, let us know. But all that to say, I'm pretty sure, and we'd have to go back and we'd have to go and double check. So don't quote me on this for sure. But I think some of the people that were involved in the One Piece adaptation are also involved in this, and I know that adaptation has been fairly universally praised and well liked and all of that, and so that's potentially a good thing. There's some of the, I mean, we could do a breakdown of this whole teaser. You know, there may be other people that have done that, because there was a lot in there, like in that 30 seconds or whatever it was. Did you notice anything, or what are you excited about, or
no? I mean, the visuals were really good, and that's kind of all they really gave us was visuals. There were a lot of I knew exactly what characters were who, because they did such a great job of that. So that's really good. I just hope that they keep the core story, like some of the, you know, like you said, that hopefully Aang is not so sad and I don't even remember, like grumpykins, as he was on the M. Night stuff, and I just hope they keep true to those characters in that story. And I know there's going to be stuff cut, just like there always is with, you know, Wheel of Time. It's going to be we'll see. Is it better than the Wheel of Time has gone for those people that are original Avatar people? We'll have to make that comparison at the end of this and be like, oh yeah, it's better or worse, or they missed more or they got more, but I don't know.
Kind of in a way have more potential because of length to length.
Yes.
You know, I think that's, you know, they have, as far as getting stuff in now, you know, and there's some stuff that won't work in live action. You know, some of the, you know, cartoon gags won't, I mean, that doesn't work as well in live action. So there'll have to be some changes, and that's okay. It just really needs to hit the soul of the show, and because that's really important to this show in particular. And you know, I supposedly, and we keep harping on M. Night Shyamalan, it's going to be impossible to not somewhat compare it to that, you know. But that, for somebody that supposedly loved the show and loved watching it with his kids, I don't know how you miss it so bad. Like, and so surely this is going to be better. And I mean, it's going to be better, but is it going to be good enough?
This is kind of the epitome of, you know, we've talked several times recently about how fantasy allows the telling of you know, important stories and life stories and things you should learn, life lessons, that kind of thing. I think this is kind of the epitome of that for me. I mean, one of the best, as far as having life lessons and things you can learn out of a show, and really impactful moments, very similar in a lot of ways. The telling of certain characters and how they deal with drama and how they are trauma is very similar to the way that Brandon Sanderson tells in his stories.
There is some of that for sure.
And so anyway, this is kind of the epitome for me for cartoon stuff. I mean, for I guess visual instead of reading. So hopefully they get that. I think that's where I was trying to go with all that. I hope they get some of that, where
So
it's
this is a
impactful
reaction-
moments. And
So this is a reaction to the trailer, right?
Yep.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, but to sneak a little bit of substance into our reaction videos, what character do you, I know who I think in my head, but what character do you think is going to be the hardest to adapt well in this show, going from the show to live action? What is there one that you think is harder than others?
you tell yours first, because I got to think about it.
Okay, so I think easily Sokka is going to be the hardest character to adapt, because Sokka, so much of his humor lends itself really well to an animated medium, and so I think it's going to be the easiest to lose. You know, if they're not willing to kind of lean into that as much as they can in a live action, but they're going to still have to keep that balance of a live action and a with that sort of Sokka humor. And so I think that's going to be the trickiest thing to land just right. And I think he's going to be tough. I think Aang is pretty easy, because I think you can tone down the some of the whimsy of Aang and still keep the lightheartedness of Aang, and whatever else. But yeah, as I won't say what I think about all of them. But I think Katara is easy peasy to whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know what are
The other person I was initially thinking Prince Zuko, but I think you're right. I think it's going to be easy to do, like, people that have one face is easier to do as an actor. And Zuko's pretty much the teen angst, like,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah, he's got a lot of depth,
he has a ton of depth, and he has a huge curve and all the things. Right. But the other person that is similar to what you're saying is Toph, in my opinion, because she's got two different sides to her character: serious and then the funny.
It'll be tricky to pull off Toph's. I think the trickiest thing with Toph will be figuring out how to balance her unique Earthbender stuff with some of her more humorous stuff, and figuring out the balance of that. And so that you're probably right. I mean, that would definitely have some challenge, but I'm excited. I don't want to get too excited, because anime adaptations, Netflix track record with, and this is not an anime, in a traditional sense, but their anime adaptations have got a spotty track record at best. I don't remember any of them being any good up until apparently like One Piece. Because their Death Note adaptation is crap. Their Cowboy Bebop adaptation, I've heard it's crap. I haven't watched it. That's an anime you should check out.
Cowboy Bebop.
It lives up to the hype. Watched it recently. It's good. But anyway, so I don't know. I shouldn't be excited, but I am a little bit, honestly. So we'll see.
Yeah. Same here.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Are you excited about The Last Airbender? Are you convinced already that they're going to ruin it and it's going to ruin your childhood forever? Or what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button.
That's
Ring the bell.
Like all the things.
All the things.
See you on the next time.
Have a wonderful one. Bye.